Hello everyone, welcome to another game of Tetris Attack. What I've got here for you today is just a basic record run. I'm going to attempt to beat my old time trial score to, not time trial score, endless score, maxing out the counter before the, maxing out the counter as fast as possible. So without further ado, and notice that there wasn't actually that much to do, here we go. It's already been a lousy start. My first chain busted halfway, and instead of quitting while I was ahead, I tried to attempt a follow-up chain, which means it probably won't be big enough to, or have enough blocks available to make much out of it. Yeah, that was a bad start. I'm not doing so hot yet. It's okay, I can catch up, Notice how I drop the block through other blocks there to make it connect. That's one of my favorite glitches to exploit. The timing window is not tiny, but it's not exactly easy either. So it takes a kind of zen level of readiness to pull it off consistently. There we go. Get the reds. Nope, they were not going to happen. Okay, greens into pinks, into yellows, into pinks. Maybe I can get a red off. Maybe. Yeah, good. Pinks next, yellows, set up blues, maybe reds next, and greens next, yellows next, blues next if I can. Good, clear. The reason I actually connect 3 when I'm done with a chain is because there's a glitch that causes that to give you the same score as if you had just completed whatever chain you reached before it. So obviously ending with that on the 13 chain can, massively increase your score. Look at it this way. I managed to get 2 reasonable sized chains the first time. This time it looks like I'm only going to get, in the first minute. For the second minute it looks like I'm only going to be getting that 1 large chain, and my score has already increased far more. Shit, man, I messed that up. I'm just not seeing things like I used to. But at least I haven't lost my speed. Okay, there's the pinks. Reds, maybe pinks next. Shoot, there's no way I can make that work because it cleared a second stack on accident. Okay, should have been a push in. Pinks, yellows, pinks, yellows. Nothing. Nothing at all. Alright. Blues into yellows. Wow, this has just been the most uneventful minute. I've gotten no chain going. Reds. Yellows. Blues. Alright, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Pinks. Yellows into pinks, into reds. Greens. Set up the yellows. Nope. If that had not been occupied, it could have gone a little bit faster, but whatever. Okay, greens into... Nope. Nope, maybe. There we go. There we go. Nope, wasn't fast enough. Knew what I was trying to do, I just didn't get to it fast enough. Okay, so far, it's going alright. Greens, pinks, blues, yellows. I should have gone reds, but I didn't recognize that would be a possibility until I had already started. Man, I'm just slow today. Alright, I'm almost half a minute behind in terms of keeping to my par time of a 10-minute finish. Okay. Nope. 10 chain is all I'm going to get out of that. 10 is usually pretty good to tread water in a, if I'm trying to just keep my par time, making a 10 chain constantly treads water pretty well, but it doesn't get me an advantage. That was too high up. Not enough blocks, so I'm not going to continue this. Okay, there's pinks first, next Blues. Failed to catch, ends the chain. Yellows first, into blues, into greens, into yellows. Nope, not into yellows. There was too many side blocks. Okay, so I'm still a full minute behind to maintain par time, maybe a little bit more now. But I can probably still catch up. But I do need to actually start, getting a good chain or two in that will catch me up. And maybe this is it. Maybe this is that. 50 grand. Okay. If I get a 13 chain right here, I'll be back in business. Nope. Went too far down. Okay. Good. Good. Setting up greens next. Pinks will have to go next. There's no way I have enough time to get the rest of the blocks in because that gap was too wide for me. Okay, I'm still down a minute. It's amazing. I've held to that same loss that I had when I started. It's part of why if you keep restarting, you can guarantee a good start, which helps in case you have a slow middle. Okay. There. Yellows, pinks, into yellows, into reds, maybe greens, then pinks with reds next, and set up blues next, with pinks as a follow-up, into greens, into yellows. That should do it. 13 chain with a 3 clear to cap it for double the points, and I'm doing good. Blues into yellows, into pinks, into slip catch, yellows. Nope, not enough time. And there's going to be an extra chain that I didn't mean to have happen there. Okay, I'm not down a minute anymore. I'm down like 20 seconds, which is decent, but I still need to play catch up, and I'm getting pretty close to the cutoff time for a 10-minute clear. There we go. Blues. Reds will be next. Try and drop a green through. Complete the yellows. Clear the 13 chain. I'm ahead by 15 seconds. Okay, there's the blues. Pink's next. Fail. Let's try and just restart that chain. There's no yellows to drop on top here. That kind of sucks, because I was setting up for a yellow clear and I didn't have any yellows to put on top of it. That's usually my inner logic for how I'm setting up these chains. Figure out what's on top. If nothing is, put something on top, and then quickly set up to receive that fallen block. Alright, there we go. 13 chain again. 92,000. All I need is one 13 chain and to take me home. Let's start with it. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. That's all I've got. No worries. Now I have a little bit of leeway. I can screw up for a full minute and still beat my par time. Not my best time, mind you, but certainly my par time. Best time I've long since lost any chance of beating. That's that. No way I can make any more out of this, so just clear 3 to get a bonus. Alright, here we go. Yellows first. Blues next. Then greens, then pinks, then more yellows. After more yellows, maybe a blue set. Oh, I was 1 second too late. 237 points to make, and oh my god, no time to do it. Reds, greens, pinks, blues, that's it, Stop the chain, we win. just underneath my par time nonetheless. Still, I'm definitely sure I can do better than that. Let's just see how many 13 chains I had. 4. Very reasonable. Alright, and let's give that another shot. Alright, so, trial number 2. Same concept, same plan, except this time we'll use the frog. Not that it makes a difference. It's purely a appearance thing. And this time I'm going to go right into it. So, come on. Start strong, please. 13. 13. Give me a 13. That last round was just a warm-up. Timing was off. You know that what I said, all that stuff I said about a warm-up, just forget it. That was no warm-up. That was me. Alright, blues, yellows, reds, pinks, yellows, blues. I screwed up the blue. Wow, that was just lousy. Let's stop this chain. It's not going to become big enough to make my money's worth, so yeah. Cut my losses and start over. Not start over everything, you know, just start the chaining process from the ground up. Reds, there's nothing I... Oh, damn it, that would have chained. Didn't read it correctly. Yellows, greens will be by themselves. Blues, pinks will need some setup. Then yellows, then reds, then greens, then yellows, then greens, then blues, then yellows, then pinks. And I think that'll max the chain. Yep, that does. Oh, I got 2 bonuses that time. Or did I only get 1 of them? Whatever, I attempted to get 2 bonuses. Reds first, then yellows, into blues, into reds, into additional blues, into reds was too slow, and should just cancel this chain while I'm at it, and get more blocks to work with. Pinks, into reds, into pinks, into blues. Make sure not to screw that up. Forgot to actually remove the pink there. Okay, again, from the top. Pinks, blues, greens, then blues again. More pinks. Okay, I'm doing actually really lousy this round, but I'm still not that far behind on time. So far so good. Reds, blues, greens, pinks, blues, greens again. They're after me, Lucky Charms! Those blues are a death trap, because it looks like they can be set up, but there's no other blues here. And yeah, sure enough, it already slowed me down enough. Let's get these greens in, and blues. There's no way I can get the reds in, or the yellows in time, so I just gave up and tried for reds. But there weren't any convenient reds either. I'm not going to be fast enough for that. I'll just go with these instead. And see, this is very often what I'll do is if I decide, nope, the color that's currently on top that I quickly check isn't going to be workable, I'll just instantly switch it and then try and deal with the next one in the whatever time frame I have left. That's as much as I'm going to do. Alright, I am only behind by half a minute or so, but that's actually quite a bit behind. Yeah, at the rate I'm going, I may not even make par. We'll have to see. There we go. No! Come on! This is the most irritating thing, is when you screw up a chain, and then you have to watch it slowly clear the blocks while you're just eagerly trying to move on to the next attempts. It's not even that long, it just feels like forever. What I've noticed is sometimes you can really get ahead of a chain, like if one link doesn't require much setup or was already set up for you, And whenever that happens, it's easier and easier to keep the chain going because you have more time to adapt to the little stuff that keeps going wrong along the way. Like there, I was forced to wait until a link completed, so I was on the very last link, which meant I was just short on time to set up the next link. Now, being good enough that I can always be a little bit ahead of my chain, yeah, I don't know how to set that up. To me, that's not luck-based, but it's not something that I actively control. I guess another way of saying it would be, it's not luck-based, but I end up leaving it to luck, rather than using my skill to set up properly. Okay, reds are a failure here. Let's try for greens. Because there was no red above that point in the stack, and I needed a red. Pinks, blues, then yellows, then reds, then pinks, then greens. Then... shoot, I should have gone yellows. But I was checking every other color first. Okay, how am I doing score-wise? I'm almost 45 seconds behind. I really need to start getting those 3 chains now. And blues are not going to work. And apparently neither are greens, so it's all good. Yep, I'm a full minute behind now. A few really solid 13 chains will fix everything, though. It's part of why it's kind of like a never give up hope scenario for me. Damn it, too slow. Okay, start with that. Pinks, blues, pinks, blues, yellows. Drop the red because that's going to screw up a further chain link. Then pinks, then reds, then yellows. I screwed up that connection, but I managed to recover it, and I got a 13 chain, but didn't bonus it. That's fine. I'm only a minute behind still, but... or less than a minute behind now. I broke that so that I could fix that chain link later. Greens... blues, then yellows, then another blue would be nice. Then greens, then reds, then final blue, pink, and bonus it. Okay, I'm ahead of the par time currently. Pinks into greens, to reds, nope. I could have easily made that work. I was just moving so slowly. I had become sluggish for some reason. You know what happens is I got ahead of the par time, so I got lazy. That's what happened. Alrighty. Blue, red, or pink, yellows. Yellow again, reds, maybe greens next, and set up reds since they're already there, then blues next, then greens next, then red, then pink, then yellow. Oh, nope, chain's already complete. Put a bonus on it. Okay, pinks into blues, into, I could have done it if I'd been really trying, but not moving nearly fast enough. Pinks drop through with there. Yellow's next, then green. I actually almost think green would have been the way to go again, but I didn't set it up right, so I didn't have the time. Alright, here it goes. See if I can actually beat the par time or if the par time beats me. It all comes down to this chain. Damn it! If I had bonused that chain correctly, it would have been fine, but I was short of bonusing it. Now I need to make almost 2,000 points in no time at all. This is just enough time to actually pull off a large chain, though, so if I don't screw up, I might still beat the par time. There, it's cleared. 99,999, and I did it about 8 seconds faster than my previous run. Though still hardly an impressive run, at least it's a run. And it's the same number of 13 chains, 14 of them total. Anyway, that's it for the video for now, so thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Expect crawl vids released this weekend, including a run that at least began completely on tilt after the debacle of my previous Deep Dwarf. Stay tuned. Catch you all later. Bye!